Still struggling with complex navigation in SwiftUI? You're doing it the hard way. Learn how the coordinator pattern makes it easy with Async, Await, and MVVM. The app we will create will enable the user to navigate to different views using the coordinator pattern as seen on the screen. If I click on the Show Users button, it will populate the list with the user's payload. If I click on Show Products, it populates the list with the product's payload. Clicking on Orders, it populates the list with the orders payload. So this is the app feature that we will create in this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials. Today we will create the Network Manager. The purpose of the Network Manager is to call the JSON API so our app will contain data. The first thing we need to do is to create a new Swift file. Name the file Network Manager, and then type the following: class Network Manager, static let shared equals Network Manager. And the purpose of using a static shared instance of Network Manager is so that the shared instance can be used across the entire app. So there's only one instance. We also need to create our initializer, private init, and the next thing we need to do is to create our API response, which is a codable struct API response, codable, and then we need to define the data that our struct will include, which includes an array of users that will be retrieved from the API, an array of products, an array of orders to be retrieved from the API. The next thing we need to do is to create our fetch asynchronous function that will fetch the data from the provided URL. Func fetch data async throws API response guard let URL string https iOS insights.co.uk data.json. Else, if it's not a valid URL, we just return from the method via an error. If everything was okay, then we do the following: which is we perform the network request asynchronously using a URL session. The underscore means we're ignoring the response, we're not using the response. Await URL session dot shared data from URL. The next thing we need to do is to decode the data using our struct, JSON decoder, decode, API response.self. And then we just return the results to the calling routine, return response. I'll just compile it. In the next tutorial, we will create our order list view model. The purpose of the order list view model is to call the network manager layer by MVVM and also populate our view later on. Want to build your own Connect4 app? Now you can. Download the free source code and start building today. The link is in the description below.